Welcome to the online banking simulation for mykidsbank.org for independent living classes at Forest Lake Senior High. Today I'll be walking you through the login process for both checking and savings accounts. Once you log into mykidsbank.org, you are then going to use your bank ID, and for the purposes of this, I'm going to use Mrs. Smudgick's ID. Your username is the prefix that comes before your Forest Lake areaschools.org email account, and your username and password are the same. So 18anexamp at forestlake.schools.org or flaschools.org. You would enter that twice, and then you would simply hit login. This is going to bring you to your checking account. There are both checking accounts and savings account. And you can see that we're in our checking account. I'm going to briefly go through how to make a deposit, make a withdrawal, redeem a banknote, and make a direct payment. What you'll do first is redeem a banknote by clicking Redeem a Banknote. Each banknote has its own special code, in this case ZMNGKW. Notice the lowercase and the uppercase all matter. And I would simply put that banknote code in here, hit submit, and that banknote would be redeemed. This is like putting a check into your checking account. So in this simulation, putting a check into your checking account is called redeeming a banknote. What we will do most often is on Tuesdays, your bankers will be making a deposit. You may also make some deposits because on Thursdays, which is payday, you will be either drawing at random from a small bag a bill or a thrill. Let's say in this case we have a thrill. We are going to document that we got money paid back from a friend. And we are going to say that we had loaned a friend $25. We simply drew this amount and that we got that money paid back. You're going to click the Submit button. You have the opportunity to go back if any of this information is incorrect or to confirm. And that money now comes in the deposit line of your bank account. The next thing we're going to do is make a withdrawal. Withdrawals will be done on bill day, and in this case, we are going to say that we have to pay a small bill for damages to apartment. We're going to say that the landlord came in and found a small hole in the wall where you slammed the door in anger at one point, and that is going to be a $50 damage fee. You're now going to submit that amount. You're going to either confirm or go back. You would go back if when you look at this, you find an error. But we're going to say confirm, and there the damages to apartment withdrawal has been made. You'll notice that we've paid lots of bills, we've made a deposit, and we've redeemed a banknote. Now we're going to go over transfer of funds. To transfer funds in this simulation, we're going to simply choose Make a Direct Payment. And the neat thing is that all of you have not only a checking account, but a savings account. Notice savings, for an example, is right here. You're going to select yourself as the payee for making a direct payment. And again, in most vernaculars, this would be called transfer of funds. Then you are going to say that out of the $312 that you were paid, you're going to pay 10%, and I'm going to write out percent because it doesn't let me do that vernacular in this one. Pay yourself first for payday number, and I normally would do number, but this does not accept characters, so I'm just going to say for payday 4. So this is an itemization that I'll remember. 10%, pay yourself first, payday number 4. I'm transferring this amount from my checking to my savings, and I would click submit and then confirm. Because I've already done this, I'm going to cancel it and show that to you on the login screen now. You can see that I did transfer to savings, pay yourself first from payday number 4, $31.20. Now the last thing we're going to cover in this online simulation is how you might go to a different account of mykidsbank.org. We're going to log right back in. We're going to use that bank ID that we had before, and this time we're going to log in to A example, which is our example, which is our savings account, just to check to see if that 3120 made the transfer in. And yes, indeed it did. So you have now made deposits, made withdrawals, redeemed a banknote, and made direct payments, what we call transfers. If you have future questions on this banking simulation, please consult your bank tellers. There are 2 per class, or your teacher. Thank you.